Well, here's the one thing, and I think you're the one, especially here, as explained it. Remember when Goff was extended, and you sat here and go, I don't get it. Right, I don't get it. And then it played out in the last, for our clock, for everything else, it played out in the wash. Oh, because you came to the point where you're like, oh, okay, I get it. Which, okay. So Brad Holmes, like the chat threader said, you got Goff 20th highest paid quarterback, producing at the 5th highest, right? So my point is, I believe Brad Holmes has already thought ahead and had this conversation about what's the next move with Goff, and it doesn't have to be done now, but it would be something probably end of the season into next year where you're extending it, so it gave you more flexibility to the cap, right? Because he's done it already with them, right? That we didn't see coming. We always go, what the was that? And then it's, to that point, I think we're going to see a lot more moves like that, because does he not have to think ahead, a la Steve Eiserman, about some of these young guys, right? We're talking about when Hutchinson's and the Sewells and the Amon-Ra St. Browns and all these guys that are stalwart parts, you have to pay them. It's got to work out, right? So do you believe that Brad Holmes has thought ahead? I do. So whatever's going to, right? So again, right, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jared Goff to be that $40 million, $35 million, but still be the value, right? We're still going to be the value. He might be 10th high or 12th highest paid, and maybe he regrets and only the 7th best, but that's good enough to win. That's good enough to win. This guy, Brad Holmes, guys, and more is telling you that Jared Goff is your guy, so either get with it or I'll just keep putting guys around him and make the salary cap. That's why this free agency, obviously, defensively, can we sign a guy, right? Because what I'm looking for, Neil, is that name guy, but it also shows what Micah Parsons was dogging Detroit about, that no one wants to play here. I'm going to show you after whoever we sign in free agency that, yeah, there is interest here in Detroit, and things have changed. So a lot of different things that had to change, but they are. And I go back to my point. We are in the middle of what we've watched every other team do, the turn and burn. We're right in the middle of it. Our window is now. So to your point, do not take anything away from this man. Let him cook.
Yeah,